When Bonnie Prince Charlie invaded Scotland in the mid-18th century, he could often be seen drinking from a small flask that he had hanging from his belt. Every now and then the prince would take a few drops of this mysterious liquid and would tell everybody that he thought it was a fantastic cure for almost any illness. Now, of course, everybody knew that it must have been a very special drink because it was made by the royal apothecary, but even he wouldn't tell anybody exactly what it was made of. The prince would have commanded his apothecary, whose role was part doctor, part chemist and part barman, to create for him a luxurious tasting drink with no expense spared. A powerful spirit to invigorate, refresh and reflect his royal nature. A drink fit for a king and his companions. The apothecary would gather together a variety of herbs and spices and other bits and pieces from his cabinet, all designed to meet his master's very specific needs. He'd then grind them all up in a mortar before mixing them into a paste of pure honey and then adding the whole thing to the finest alcohol available. Of course, in this case, it was always going to be Scotch whisky. It could then be carried around drunk and enjoyed by the prince and his companions. Now, the exact nature of these ingredients remained a mystery to all but the family of one John McKinnon, the prince's most trusted and most loyal friend. The exact recipe remains a closely guarded secret within the company to this day. But I can reveal that the recipe contains the most expensive spice in the world, saffron, renowned for its medical properties and providing the rich golden colouring. It's still a very valuable commodity, costing more per gram than any other spice. Each strand is picked individually from the flower of the saffron crocus, and as each flower only produces 3 stigmas, you can imagine how much is needed. Such spices were from distant lands and believed to have magical properties and curative powers. Another key spice was nutmeg. Its rich smell and flavour is released by only grating a tiny amount. It was chosen for its protective, medicinal properties, something to warm, satisfy and refresh the prince during his great adventure. This was the start of Drambuie as we know it and how it still appears today. Royal in appearance, exquisite in taste and potent in properties. Indeed, the name comes from the Gaelic an Drambuie, or golden spirit with secret riches. Today, the message on the bottle still bears testament to that ancient recipe, steeped as it is in myth and legend with the timeless line, "Remember, a gift of the prince."